Hello students. In this video I am going to explain you about the combination of resistances. Resistor is a two-terminal device whose primary function is to restrict the flow of current. We have standard resistor values, but in practical applications a single resistor do not serve the purpose. So we have to use two or more resistances. But this combination can be done in two ways, that is in series and in parallel. To form any value, we can arrange the available resistance values. For example, let us consider that in our lab we have 1 kilo ohm and 10 kilo ohm resistor. But in order to design our circuit, we require a 11 kilo ohm resistor. So we have to place both the resistors in series to get 11 kilo ohm. Let us understand this in detail. Let us start resistances in series. Here we have considered three resistances R1, R2 and R3. First terminal of resistance R1 is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and the second terminal of resistance R1 is connected to the first terminal of the resistance R2. Similarly, second terminal of resistance R2 is connected to the first terminal of R3, and the second terminal of R3 is connected to the negative terminal of the battery of potential V. As they are connected in series, current is same through each resistor. Let it be represented by I. The potential difference across all three resistors will be different. Let it be V1, V2 and V3. According to Ohm's law, the potential difference across R1 is V1 is equal to I1 R1, and the current is same, so it will remain as I only. So V1 is equal to I R1. Potential difference across the resistor R2 is I R2, and potential difference across resistance R3 is I R3. As they all are connected in series, so overall potential difference V is equal to sum of all potential differences, that is V1 plus V2 plus V3. Putting the value of V1 from equation number 1, V2 also from equation number 1 and V3 also from equation number 1, we get V is equal to I R1 plus I R2 plus I R3. Let us mark it as equation number 3. Let Rs is the equivalent resistance of the series combination of all three resistances. So according to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into Rs, where Rs is the equivalent resistance. Now from equation 3 and 4, IRs is equal to I R1 plus I R2 plus I R3. Cancelling I from both the sides, we get as series combination equal to sum of individual resistances, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. This shows that the effective resistance is always increased in series connection. Now let us attempt resistances in parallel. Here we have considered three resistances R1, R2 and R3. All are connected in parallel. The current flowing through R1 is I1, current flowing through R2 is I2, and current flowing through R3 is I3. The total potential difference is V. Voltage is same across each resistor as they are connected in parallel, and the current through each resistor will be different, as we have already mentioned I1, I2 and I3. The sum of all three currents will be the total current provided by the battery, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Then again, according to the Ohm's law, here potential difference across all three resistors are same, so we have calculated V as equal to I1 R1 equal to I2 R2 and equal to I3 R3. Now from equation 1 and 2 we have total current I is equal to, putting the value of I1 from equation number 2, V upon R1, I2 from equation number 2, that is V upon R2, and I3 from equation number 2, that is V upon R3. Now let the parallel combination resistance is represented as Rp. So according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IRP will be the overall resistance Rp. Then I is equal to V upon Rp. From equation 3 and 4, putting down the value of current I in equation number 3, we get back as V upon Rp on the left hand side, and the right hand side of equation number 3 remains the same. Cancelling V from both these sides, we obtain that 1 upon parallel combination resistance is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. That is, the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance of a number of resistors connected in parallel is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. This also shows that the effective resistance of the circuit is decreased in parallel combination. Now let us understand the series parallel combination with the help of an example. Determine the equivalent resistance of the following network. Here, if we look carefully, there are 4 squares, each having a series combination of 1 ohm and 1 ohm resistance. Then again 2 ohm and 2 ohm are in series. So let us solve them. 1 ohm in series form 2 ohm, and 2 ohm in series form 4 ohm. That means we can draw the equivalent circuit like this of 1 square. Here it will be 2 ohm, here it will be 4 ohm. And this procedure is applicable for all 4 squares. That means there will be 4 such combinations as I am drawing here, 2 ohm and 4 ohm. So this will be the overall circuit when we will solve 1 ohm in series and 2 ohm in series. Now again, if we look carefully, this part 2 ohm and 4 ohm are in parallel. That means we have to solve this parallel combination and we will obtain 4 by 3 ohm as the resultant of the parallel combination resistance, that is this value. And this is applicable again for the all 4 parts. So we will obtain 4 different resistances having value 4 by 3 ohm each. Now if we again look carefully, all these 4 resistances are in series combination. So they all will add up and will lead to 16 by 3 ohm. Let us solve one more example. A network of resistors is connected to a 16 volt battery of internal resistance 1 ohm as shown. We have to find out the equivalent resistance of the network and also find the voltage drop VAB and VCD. For this, look carefully between the terminals A and B. 4 ohm and 4 ohm are in parallel combination. This parallel combination will lead to 2 ohm resistance. Now again look carefully between C and D. 12 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel. It will form 4 ohm resistance. Between B and C, 1 ohm resistance is already given in the network. Now the resultant of this network will be that from terminal A there will be 1 resistance having value 2 ohm. From terminal B there will be 1 resistance of given value 1 ohm. From terminal C there will be 1 resistance again of value 4 ohm as calculated above. From terminal D, internal resistance of value 1 ohm given in the network, and this is the input 16 volt. given in the question. Now if we look carefully, 2 ohm, 1 ohm and 4 ohm all are in series between A and D. Also 1 ohm as the internal resistance of the network is in series with the equivalent of 8D resistance. So the total will be the addition of all 4 resistances, that is 8 ohm. That will be the equivalent resistance. Now in order to calculate the voltage drop AB, VAB will be equal to current into resistance between the terminals A and B. That is, we have just calculated RAB as 2 ohm here. So to calculate the potential drop across AB, we should be aware of the flowing current I. For this, we will apply Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, and put down the value of V, potential difference 16 volt, current I have to calculate. Equivalent resistance or total resistance of the circuit is 8 ohm. So from here we have calculated current as 2 amperes. Put down the value of 2 ampere here to calculate the potential drop between AB. You will find 4 volt. Similarly, between CD, the resistance is 4 ohm. This is the resistance. And current we have just calculated as 2 amperes. So putting down the value here, we will get as 4 multiplied by 2, that is 8 volt. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.